would have been looking from the other side in a 3-1 hockey game. So worked out in his favor.
4-1 with 3:35 remaining. Sharp out front, shot, scores! Bobby McMann with a dart. He's become a good skater. There's a long one. Drifter on the backside of the play. Scores! Bobby McMann comes up with another one, and he puts the Marlies on the board early, as he's got a good start on the go. Second goal this year. And he's got a strong start, I think, going here for the Marlies, a former Colgate captain. Now they're going to talk about it over here on the bench. Rich Clune comes over. They're talking to Ryan Warsofsky. Cross ice, finding Bobby McMann. Back up to Dusak, likes to shoot. Send it into the mixer. Here's Ho-Sang back off the boards, looks out front, scores! Bobby McMann off the redirection. And he puts the Marlies up 2-1 on the power play goal, as Bobby McMann finds his way back onto the score sheet. Nice redirection out front, and those are the kinds of goals that the Marlies sure would like to see more of. More opportunities, just that positioning out front on the power play. There's some success. Their fourth power play goal on the road this season. His was the original call. Crawl tries to fake out that play. Into the corner it comes. 10 seconds left to go in the power play. And now Abramoff is able to get it out. Now here comes Crawl, Abramoff, and now McMann with a step. Tries to cut in, shoots, scores! Bobby McMann had Grosnick thinking he was going to cut in, but instead he took the shot and he ripped one in there and gets the Marlies on the board here. Catching him on a change here. Ho-Sang down low, centers it back out. Anderson tries. He's a left shot there. He gets a good one away, but he did not. And now Crawl toward the goal, tip, scores! Bobby McMann! He is putting it together here in December, and he gets the Marlies on the board with the power play just a minute into the extra man.
Pretty efficient work here by the Marlies power play. They get it going early. Good offensive zone possession. And nice little point shot here. And McMann.
Ho-Sang gets skates to it. Crawl tries to backhand it into some open ice. It comes up to Ho-Sang. Skates out of trouble. Finds some open ice down through the middle. Ho-Sang with speed, drops it back. McMann looks to the goal, scores! McMann, oh Manarola, what a goal by Bobby McMann! And he puts the Marlies up 2-1. That one got in there.
Well, sometimes as a coach you draw intricate breakouts, and then sometimes you just let the skilled guy bring the puck out. And there Josh Ho-Sang carries it 100+ feet through two zones. And little drop pass McMann, who uses a screen.
Teams for the Marlies.
Trending in the right direction, to be sure. Ho-Sang gets it there. Steves waits on it and then moves it back up high. Long shot, scores! Joey Dusak. Let's take a look at this one, as I think Bobby McMann will get the final touch on it.
Well, you talk about the importance of faceoffs, and this is just a win. Abramoff is able to get it over to Ho-Sang, who just puts it up top high. Steve just has the mindset to get it over. He's bobbling the puck a little bit and recognizes that Dusak is wide open there. He's set already to just put the puck through to the net. And
Ho-Sang works back the other way. Josh Ho-Sang steps by one. He's got space. He's got help. Scores! Bobby McMann with the cold shot. And the Marlies restore the 2-goal lead. 3-1. Ho-Sang, McMann. What an effort as Ho-Sang just continued to the puck.
You talk about the speed, the crossover speed, the inside out, the ability to get, and it almost looked like he lost the puck, and if that was an actual pass, it was just a beauty, just drawing the dead. You talk about the crossover speed right there, the ability to open up the space, and I'll just pull it into myself. draw the goaltender out and just
jump. Crawl. And now it's just an incredible experience out front. Scores! A funny hop off the boards. And Bobby McMann takes full advantage as he jams it into the net. No mistake there, tying it up with 8:33 left to go in the second period. Boy, that seemed like a home bounce like you wouldn't believe, but it's the visitors who take advantage of it. Down, and it comes over to Chad Chris. Back behind for Abramoff as he reaches back for it, but the Senators are able to get it ahead, but not far. Abramoff in alone, he's got help, shot, scores! Bobby McMann cleans it up there for the Marlies as they go up 3-0. Abramoff came in, looked like he was going to take it all himself, and he finds McMann, who is right there to his left.
Going into it here, but lots of debate about, you know, in the media these last week or so, as there always seems to be every 4 Olympics.
Here's a chance for McMann, lifts it to the goal, follows it up, scores! Bobby McMann with the second effort puts it by to make it 6-1.
So Bobby McMann is clearly living life right, and I think he gets himself a bit of a charm bounce on this one, but we'll get a look here at the replay in a moment. But you cannot fault the effort. An assist earlier, and that bounces in off his hand and in. Great work by our crew to show that one. And you know what? Sometimes when you're hot, you're hot.
He turns back, wants possession, gives it over to Philip Kral, shoots, rebound, comes back out into center ice.
Oh, real good play there by Devontae Stevens to turn Cini.
Hollowell, a misplay, has to cover it up and get back to it. Gets some help there from Bobby McMann as he carries it back down the right side. Cini behind him. Fight McMann scores! Bobby McMann! There was going to be a penalty on the play anyway, but McMann scores the Marlies a 4-on-4 goal.
12th of the season for Bobby McMann, and we've seen him do this a few times, Todd, cutting in on the off wing. He just drops, he's going to drop the shoulder here and drive to the net, draw the penalty, which would have been the first penalty of the game for Abbotsford. Or first, power play opportunity for Toronto. Good work.
Third period. To the wall. Cini moves it quickly back up to Dusak with some extra space. Now Cini down low, played over for Steves. Nice little play by Anderson. Dusak the shot, the rebound, scores! Bobby McMann with a power play goal. And he restores a 2-goal lead for the Marlies, 7-5. What an afternoon, 12 goals in this one. And still 6:19 left to play. A little bit of pressure, just enough to send him back. And Mason once again stepping by him. Dusak with the good skates, right back to Dusak. Steps back at the point. Steves looks to the goal. Dusak skates to it. Right back to Steves on the half wall. Dusak again toward the goal. This one on the step. Scores! Bobby McMann cleans it up and ties it up. Power play goal for the Marlies.
Well, the most important part of a power play is the ability to get the puck in, and Dusak does a great job. He draws in and just fire it down back. He gets it to the other side of the ice, the delay, and you get back to the middle. This is where you track and you get everyone to come to you. You open up your lane to be able to get the shot through the net. We talk about Joey Anderson and his stick. He is able to find that loose puck, just tap it over, and Bobby McMann is able to put it in. So again, just finding loose pucks in front of the net.
Diego now 3-on-2, back the other way, got caught up with the linesman at the blue line, and he breaks up the 3-on-2. Stick broken in behind the goaltender, given away, backhander, scores! Bobby McMann will get another one, and the Marlies 3 quick goals in this second period have put themselves up 3-1. His 15th of the season, his second of the game.
Some urgency there as well, and they get in because of that relentlessness on the puck and the ability to take it, and he just throws it on his backhand, and you talk about sealing your post, and you can see that arm.
Stepping to it, Dusak gets it back to McMann, who flips it over. Sheeny gathers it in. McMann out front, scores! Bobby McMann, what a goal that was! 4-0 Marlies with 4:18 left to go in the second period. Bobby McMann, 16 goals on the year, heading for 20.
And that's going to tie him for third on the Marlies alongside Brett Seney. And just managed to get this one over the goaltender and squeeze it in.
Here's Dusak with it. Moves it back over to Seney. And now McMann scores! Bobby McMann, oh man, what a shot that one finds its way upstairs to make it 6-1.
Second of the evening for Bobby McMann, 17th on the year, which ties him for Alex Steve among Marley rookies. And just this is how you draw it up. Face-off win, drifts into that bumper spot, quick touch, shot, scores.
I think it was, but I've seen it. Giveaway here by the Amerks. Bobby McMann with a step and some speed. Cuts in, scores! Bobby McMann lifts it up over the shoulder of the Rochester netminder and ties it up at 2 apiece. And now Bobby McMann continues his run. Has 4 goals in his last 3 games. Call it 5 in his last 4 games. Comes over to the bench, and McMann with a nice play. I think this is going to go unassisted as well. And they come again. Rubens throws the hip into it. Cease off the line and then moves it back up high. Long shot, misses wide. Chad Chris gets it up but not out, but it is carried up by McMann, and now he comes back short-handed, takes the shot, scores! On the rebound, Bobby McMann with number 19 on the season. A short-handed goal to give the Marlies the lead, 2-1. Great goal by Bobby McMann. Got the pressure, got the shot, got the rebound, got the goal. And the Marlies up 2-1.
There was no quit. Even when they got down 4-1, they kept pushing, and then once they got that make it 4-2, I think they gave them life and they started to believe for sure.
Argentine couldn't keep it in there. Now Riley Barber, the first star in this hockey game, to be sure. He had the hat trick, and I'm going to say Ben Simons, the second star, for making the goaltending change and having it work out. Bobby McMann, and it skips up and in. And I think Brett Seney is going to get credit for that one. You bet. Marlies make it 7-5, 12 goals on the afternoon. As Bobby McMann takes the shot, and Brett Seney just got the touch on it. There's one for the stats, but nobody quite satisfied or in the mood to celebrate on that kind of goal this late in the game.
Obviously a penalty was called. Now Marlies go to the power play and hopefully get that going.
Have to get it going. 0 for 9 on the power play in their last 3 home games. I'd like to change that narrative. Dusak looks cross ice, sends it back to the blue line. Quick over to Steves, back up for Dargachintsev. Looks down low, hard shot, Dusak. That one clatters up along the boards, and Dargachintsev plays it back. Steves pries it off the wall. Out front, shot goes wide. Who's puck cleaned up? McMann! Great effort on the power play, and Bobby McMann finishes it.
You can't stress the importance of being around the blue paint. You try and tell the kids at young ages, if you want to score goals, that's where you got to go. McMann did a great job holding his position and being strong on his stick and finding where the loose puck was and putting it home. Great puck movement too.
Nice move out front, bounces off the boards, and then Bradstrom loses his crease. 350. Will get inside the zone. Will he go? get it down low. Gettinger comes back. There goes Kincaid. And it is picked up and whipped back out. And this one will be the 8-15 into the city for Bobby McMann as he scores number 22 to stay even with Alex Steeves. The pool shot off the boards, nothing but net.
Well, I was going to say the same thing. Somebody is a good pool player, I think, to make this shot. And Kincaid had no sooner left his net open than McMann is able to get this puck off the boards and down the ice. And, you know, it just takes a nice favorable bounce, and it goes right into the middle.
Stick out of his hands comes back to the blue line to pick up another from the bench. Right back to Chad Chris. Here's Chris working to it. Leans back, sends it down into the corner with 30 seconds left to play. Alex Steeves sends it back up the boards. Michaelis, Chris scores! Free Crispy! Chad Chris comes up with the go-ahead goal. 3-2. Marlies with 27.2 seconds left to play in the second period.
Well, this is a huge momentum builder, and this comes off of the heels of some good low zone play. The ability to win the battle, to see that evasiveness, the ability to protect by Steeves, and that puck comes up high to the middle of the ice. As the coverage is all on one side of the ice. I mean, if you draw a line right down the middle, they were all on that left side. Chris sees the white ice and just lets one rip.
Does that go off Bobby McMann? In for the draw, getting after it. Anderson quickly back up high for Dusak on the power play. Dusak out front, scores! Bobby McMann on the tip, and he sets a new Marlies record. As Bobby McMann has 24 on the season, the highest mark ever by a Marlies rookie, as he ties up the game at 3 apiece on the power play. Bobby